Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the daily cards for the 19th of September 2017. How are you all doing? Have you all checked your weeklies? The weeklies were put up yesterday, so it was really nice to sort of get them all done and get them all up in one go as well, you know. So if you haven't checked them already, if you just go to my channel, and there is a playlist with all of the weekly videos for this week in. And remember, we've got the Virgo moon tomorrow as well, so exciting times with that. I really am. I'm feeling it. I don't know, are you feeling there's a little bit of a shift, you know? It's yeah, things are a little bit calmer, I think. So today with the cards, oh, and can I just say as well that when I do the general readings, okay, the general readings are general readings. They're not aimed personally at anybody else. You know, there's been people take offence by my readings, and the only way I can look at your situation properly is if I do a personal reading for you. So these generals go out to everybody. I ask what their energies are, they show me, and I give them out, you know. So there is nothing personal in any of these, you know. So please don't be offended if something I say is you don't like it, you know, because it's not a personal attack at anybody in particular. Okay, so right, I just thought I had to clear that up, you know. There's always, I should have little markers of things I've got to clear up every week. So right, today, absolutely fabulous card. We have the Fool, and I love the Fool. The Fool is one of my favorite cards in the deck, and this is talking about, it's talking about like transformation, it's talking about like self-discovery, it's the start of something, okay? The Fool always signifies the beginning of something new. The number of the Fool within tarot is 0. So with that 0, it's unlimited potential, you know. There is pure potential there, you know, because it's something that is actually brand new. So when I got this card, it was really funny because I thought, you know, yeah, they might not know where they're going, you know. And I thought she's got all the gear but no idea. But in a way, that's good, because I was talking the other day on a reading about plans, and sometimes our plans change, and, you know, spirit have a bigger plan for us. But within this card, what she is doing is she is taking the first steps to discovering the world that she wants to inhabit, okay? So this is it. If we're not liking where we are, then we need to move out of our comfort zone and actually find where we fit, or find where we want to be, or something, you know. If we have a look at closing this, or green with stars on, and this is indicating that this is coming from her heart. She's working from a heart base, you know, and she knows that there is more out there for her, you know. So it's like I say, it's a bit of an adventure. It can be scary, but it's also exhilarating as well, and she knows that this is what she must do, you know. Yesterday the cards were all about existing, not living, and this is about, right, okay, I'm going to take that first step and I'm going to start to live, you know. Yes, this makes you vulnerable, you know. Anytime when we go into the unknown, it's vulnerable. But I'm reading a beautiful book at the moment, a Colette Baron Reid book called Uncharted, which is about stepping into the unknown. And in one part of that, she says that all we really want deep down is, what is it? It's love, it's safeness, and it's meaning, you know. And they're the three most important things. It's not riches or gold or jewels or money or whatever. It's love and safeness and meaning, you know. And that is what the Fool is actually taking this leap for. This Fool knows that, yes, she is taking a risk, but by not taking this risk, she is risking so much more, you know. So this is why I love the Fool. The Fool is brave, okay? And it's like, pull your big girl pants on and just, you know, pull them up and just get on with it. So if we have a look, it's, yes, she is vulnerable, you know. Yes, she doesn't know where she's going. But if we have a look here, what I love about this card is there's like a, you know, like a police cordon, you know, when it's like, do not cross. And she's burst through it. It's like she is no longer going to be held back by restrictions, by society's restrictions, you know, or anything like that. She knows that she needs to follow her heart, and she knows that, like, destiny is calling her as well. And as I've said before, destiny and destination sort of are very similar. So if your destiny is calling you, you know, then answer it. This is it, you know. Don't make these just like ideas in your head. Act on these ideas, you know. There will be some reason why. Okay, if you follow your intuition, there will be some reason why. And this is about taking a chance. And, you know, Dr. Timothy Leary said, who knows what you can discover when you take a chance on a stranger. And this is it, you know, we need to get back to basics. We need to find that connection again. We need to be able to work and act on our gut feeling and our instinct, rather than all of these restrictions, these society's restrictions, and the stuff that we've been taught to be scared of. You know, it's like, oh, don't venture there, you know, it's a scary place. It may be, but it's more scary staying somewhere where you do not fit and where you do not feel you belong, you know. If we have a look, we've got the white rose there as well. And this is indicating like the purity of her intentions. She's young at heart. She's carefree, the Fool. The Fool breaks, like throws off all of the shackles and all of the burdens and everything that society puts on us, you know, and she goes back to being like a child again. And if you think when we were children, we were so pure, we were, you know, we loved life, we embraced life, we played, we were creative, you know. This is what we need to go back to. We need to go back to being childlike. You know, that's what I always say, when I grow up, I want to be a child. This is my goal, to go back to that innocence, you know, rather than keep the cynicism that life has sort of bestowed on me over the years, you know. It's like, no, be childlike, you know. And when you are carefree, you know, this is when your life opens up, you know. The worries, the strains, the little things that make us anxious and things like that, we don't focus on them. We focus on the beauty of every single day. And it doesn't matter how old you are, you know, because age does not matter. You know, our souls are thousands of years old. So a couple of decades means nothing, you know. And when you are young at heart and when you still have this play within you, you know, you need to let it out. So she is taking the first steps to her future here, you know. And if we have a look, I love this card as well because of her slippers. And look, it's like the ruby slippers. And when I looked at this, I got in my head off the Wizard of Oz, where it's like, you had the power all along, my dear. And this is it. We sit and we don't think we're powerful, and we're told that we're not powerful, and society strips us of it, or other people strip us of it, you know, and they chip away at us. And you know, we forget how powerful we are, and we forget that we can actually be sort of the captain of our own dreams. We can actually steer ourselves in the direction of the life that we want, but we forget that because it's better for society when we are kept small and we don't believe in our own power, in our own greatness, and in our own magic, you know, because then we are more obedient. You know, and this is it. It's like, you know, it's not about being obedient, you know. Disobedience is good when you break the rules, you know. That's it, because, you know, rules are there to keep us enclosed. The Fool doesn't want that. The Fool wants freedom, you know. So like I say, she is being brave here because she knows that she will gain more from this brave act. Even though it may scare her, she knows if she takes that leap of faith, you know, that the universe will be there to help her because she is connected to them as well. So she is actually escaping the trappings of the world because she sees this world as, you know, the world that she's inhabited, or the world she's been forced to inhabit. She sees that it lacks truth. It lacks integrity. It promotes lies. You know, every day, newspapers, TV, whatever, we are lied to on a daily basis. You know, we are being sort of, it's like, You know, we're being kept like sheep in a field, you know, with this fence around us, and we're told that if we venture over that fence, there is danger. There is danger in staying in that fence and turning into one of the sheeple. That is where the danger lies, because one day you will wake up and your life will be over, and it's like, well, how did that happen? I was waiting for a sign. I was waiting for, if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. You know, be like a fool, take this risk, you know, and the time is now for it. So when the fool comes in, it speaks of being in a time when you are no longer governed by fear. Fear may still be there, but you do not let it control you or hold you back. You take that leap of faith because you know that all will be well, because you trust in the universe. You've surrendered, you've trusted, the universe is guiding you, and you know that you have somewhere to go and something to do. There are so many opportunities will present themselves to you when you climb over that fence, you know, when you shake off your sheep suit and you actually step into your authenticity suit, you know, when you step into your you suit. That's it, you know, and when you embrace you, the doors will just open for you as well, you know, and they're waiting for you to grasp them. So this is like losing restraints that have held you back as well, you know, breaking free from shackles and diving in to what will enhance you and what will aid your personal growth, you know, and where you will get enjoyment as well. So like I say, the fool lives a carefree life, you know, he doesn't worry, she doesn't worry, she doesn't suffer anxiety, you know, she doesn't seem to mind what lies ahead because she knows and she trusts. So this is like the childlike thing, and whatever, you know, some people say that the fool is foolish, you know, but the fool looks at them and thinks, really? Am I the one that's foolish? You know, I'm not the one working on that sort of production line, you know, day in, day out, and, you know, wanting that golden watch at the end of my 70 years service, you know. I want to live life, and a life that is lived is so, so beautiful. And when you find people that do this as well, you know, and look like this, then that is beautiful as well. And they will encourage you. And this is what you need. And the time now, people are coming together. People are coming into our lives for a reason. Nobody comes into our life by chance. You know, they are there to teach us something, or to show us something, or to show us the way. Because there is a massive, these free souls, there is, and us old souls, you know, we are all coming together and we are all gravitating towards each other, you know, because it's now that we need to make the changes. Charles Bukowski, I love his writing, you know, it's just, he said it like it was, you know, and that's the best way to say it. People try to jangle things up with big words and, you know, and stuff like that, and make things more complicated than they are. And, you know, there's more beauty in simplicity, and I feel that is what Bukowski done. And he says, a free soul is rare, but you know it when you see it, basically because you feel good, very good, when you are near them or with them. And this is what the fool is, you know, the fool will have met free souls that actually encouraged her to do this. You know, the fool will then be a free soul that will encourage other people. And like I say, then we have this domino effect. And once somebody realizes that things can be done, you know, then other people will do it too. So you will be an inspiration by taking this leap of faith. I used to teach, and I always used to start the class with writing impossible on the board. And then I used to say, the kids, break it down. And it's, I'm possible. I can do whatever I want. And I used to tell them the story of Roger Bannister, you know, the 4-minute mile. And people said it couldn't be done. You know, it was impossible. But he believed it, and he persevered, and he persevered, and he persevered. And he broke it, you know, and he done the 4-minute mile. Now, how many times has it been done since then? Thousands, you know. But all people needed to know was that it was possible. When we are told, no, that isn't real, that can't happen, we believe that, so we don't sort of, you know, we don't aim high, you know, we're kept small. When we actually believe that something can happen and believe that we have the greatness and that we are powerful enough to do that, and we deserve that. Because we need to step into our greatness, we don't, playing small does not get us anywhere, and living your life as a martyr, you don't get any rewards when you get to heaven for that, So once we actually believe that we can do anything, this is when it becomes possible, and this is what the Fool is trying to tell you today. So like I say, I absolutely love this card. I really feel it's such a beautiful, beautiful card. I mean, I was thinking about it when I pulled these cards this morning, and I don't go in a lot to my past life, I say. I don't go into that a lot, but for around about 6 or 7 years, I was massively agoraphobic. I wouldn't go out the house. I couldn't even go to the shop by myself. I was really, so many panic attacks a day. I was not in a good place, It was a massive learning curve for me because I learned so much about myself, and I would never change it now. But there is quite not a nice past when I look at it. And now when I pulled this card, I thought I'm moving to another country by myself now, and it's, like I say, at one time I couldn't go to the corner shop. I literally couldn't. I couldn't get out the door. The panic, the fear, the everything like that. But I pushed through it because I didn't want to live that life, So when I say to you that you can do this isn't just me saying words and shit like that. I'm not just sitting here on my high horse telling you, oh yeah, do that. There's no risk involved and it's going to be easy. It's not. It's not going to be easy, but it is so worth it. And the only reason I can sit here and say this to you is because I have done it, and I am nothing special. So if I can do it, you can do it, and you can change your life. It will take probably blood, sweat and tears at times, but that blood, sweat and tears will pay off, and once you do that, you start to get pretty fearless, and you do more and you do more and you push yourself more, and you actually then start to rise, and you realize that, who is this person that I allowed other people to put me down and make me think that I was small? Why did I try to fit in? Because I was born to fucking stand out, and this is when you will get your self-belief. So I'm not just sitting here saying words to you. It's like I say, I have been there, I have done it, and look at what's happening now, and I can't believe it. Sometimes I think, God, wow, this is bizarre. I wouldn't even answer the phone at times. I would dial the 1471 to see who it was before I could speak, So like I say, I'm not that special. If I can do it, then so can you, So then we have the Osho card, and this is such a beautiful card as well, and this is a card called Maturity. And what this is saying is that you've come a long way, you are now very wise. Please give yourself credit for how wise you are, You may say, oh, I don't know anything, you do, because you're taking the time to explore not just life, but yourself. And that is why you're watching videos like this. This is why you're drawn to this, because you are on a quest for more wisdom, because you already have it. You've already made that leap, And this is saying, you've seen it all. You've experienced a lot. And rather than just be tired and worn and stuff like that, inside your soul is now strong and vibrant. You have great knowledge here, and this will help you to navigate your way through these changes, because you are facing changes now. There are big changes. This is what I'm feeling. And at one point, these would have thrown you. Like I've just said, at one point, I couldn't even go to the corner shop for milk. And now I'm going to, another country to start a life, So this is it. At one time, thinking about that, I would have actually probably had a panic attack and been sedated just even thinking about that, But this is it. So at one time, things that would have thrown you, you now have an understanding, and you can now hold yourself firm, and you can be steady and, not be faltered. Yes, you may get that anxiety or something, but that is not real, and what is real is actually embracing your purpose and going after the life that you were born to live, and it's your birthright to be happy and to have love and to be safe and to have meaning in your life as well, you know. So this is saying to stay centered when everything is going on, you know, stay calm, stay centered. No matter what comes your way, know that you will get through it, you know. And when we look outside at this, you know, when we look outside at this image, it's not very nice. It's bleak, it's dark, it's like a dark forest. But she has sunshine in her soul, you know, and she is full of colour, and she has this sort of bubble of protection around her, you know, which was filled with the chakra colour. So she is aligned here, you know, and she is like I say, she's not going to let these external forces affect her internally. So her attitude to things has changed, you know. She's not going to, that bubble is protecting her, so she's not going to go into that black place because she knows that that is not real. That is her external stuff. You know, she has control of who she is as well, you know. Because we are all constantly changing. We're like seasons. We are part of nature. So we're all constantly changing and maturing, you know. And in doing this is when we blossom. So this person in there, they're at peace, you know. They are growing. They know. It's like, right, okay, I just need a center, and whatever has happened, I know that this will pass. And I'm not going to let it affect me or affect my mood, you know. And like I say, they know that. So, you know, they are maturing because, like I say, we are part of nature, and nature is our biggest friend, and nature is our biggest blessing, and nature is our biggest gift from the universe, you know. Nature is our medicine, you know. When we go out into nature, this is when we connect again, and we connect to the true us, you know. When we are living in this fake, false world that is filled with, you know, untruths, we go to nature and we hear the truth, you know. So this is saying, you know, this doesn't happen overnight. This has happened over a course of time. You may not even realise that it's happened. You know, this is the best thing. When people don't realise, you know, how much wisdom they actually have and how mature they are, you know, and how emotionally mature they are, you know. So this is saying that this is a time for realisation with that as well. And it's like I say, you will carry on learning because this is what we do. We're here to learn. And we never get it, and we never reach the top and say, right, that's it, I've learned everything, I know it all now. You know, we will stumble and we will fall, but we get back up. If you see a child, okay, if you see a child and they're starting to walk and they fall down, you know, and then they get up again, they're like little drunks. I always say kids are like little drunks. They're amazing to watch, they're fascinating. And they'll try to walk again, and then they fall down, and they try to walk again, and they fall down. They never turn around and say, oh, right, okay, that's it, I'm not meant to be a walker, I'm just going to give up. They don't. They persevere, and eventually they walk, and then within a week they're running. And then, you know, and they fall down and they scrape their knees and they cry and they get back up, and it doesn't put them off. Okay? But as adults, we have one bad thing and we think, oh, no, I'm going to stay away from that, you know, because that hurt. But that is when our growth stops. You know, so you were born to be a walker. You know, every single one of you has actually done it. You know, you have done that. You have learned to talk. You have learned to walk. You know, you've learned to read. You've learned to live. You know, so that is all knowledge that you have as well, you know. There's a lot of protection in this card as well if we look at this white light. And this is saying that, you know, your life experiences, whatever they are, whether they've been good or bad or whatever, they have brought you now to this time of perfection. So in this time now, it's not when I lose weight, I will be perfect. When I get that job, I will be perfect. When I have somebody that loves me, I will be perfect. It's none of that. You are perfectly you at this very moment in time. You know, the time is perfect for you to do whatever you want, you know, and like I say, you are perfect. Somebody else's idea of perfect might be very different, but you are perfectly you, you know, and everything you've endured within life has brought you to this place today, you know. So today, take time to look at yourself and actually see how amazing you are. You know, your body works, your lips move, you talk, you make these noises that make sense. You know, really take time to just give yourself some credit today, you know. Because like I say, you're perfect. absolutely perfect. You know, so I love this card. I really love this reading today. It's like, wow, I love it. So what this card is saying is when this comes in, this is about you're about to be rewarded for all the hard work that you've done, you know, and this has been your struggles. This is the struggles that you have gone through. Your base is now solid, even if you think it's not. It is, you know, success and good fortune are on their way to you if they're not there already, you know, and this is because of what you've experienced within, you know, this is why you are being given this, or this is why people are coming into your life or whatever, you know, because this is your time, you know. So it's like you have grown through your troubles, and that's what they're meant to do. But you know the troubles that you had 10 years ago are not there now. You might have different troubles now, but them ones went and them ones changed, which is what happens within life. You know, it's a circle and it's going up and down all the time. But that is why, you know, we just need to enjoy the ride, and we need to trust and we need to surrender, because we cannot control it, you know, but we know that we can get through it, and whatever life throws at us, we know that we can get through it, because when you look at your track record of what you have been through in the past, you have 100% success rate because you're here watching this now, okay? So this is it. This is your time to bloom, and this is your time to live, and this is your time to be brave. You know, so I love them, absolutely love them. We then have the Colette Baron Reid card, which is message in a bottle. And this is talking, if we have a look there, we've got a stalk, and stalks are all about births and new beginnings again as well, aren't they? And what this is saying is Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, okay? When you believe that you're going to get them, when you receive them, you know, they're there. Spirit do this. Now, people have said to me, like, I'm asking for signs and I don't get them. It's like, you always get signs. Spirit never let you down. Maybe try asking Spirit for you to be able to recognize the signs that they're giving. I got one last night. I got given a little gift. It was really cute little gift. And there was a white feather attached to the box. And, you know, the person that gave me the gift didn't realise the significance. But to me, that was massively significant, you know. So there are signs all the time. It's just learning to recognise them. You know, this is what we need to do. So this card is saying that Spirit has heard you. You know, it's like I say, there's a telephone there. Might be a bit muffled. You know, you might not hear them clearly as you want, but you can still hear them. You can still get the gist of what they're trying to say. You know, and it's saying, like, you know, you might get them when you might get them in a symbol, you know, you might get them in one of these messages. You might go into the car and hear a song on the radio, you know, you might read a certain word in the book, you might overhear a conversation somebody else is having that relates to something that you wanted to know. And these are all signs, you know, they're not just going to dump them in front of us, but these are all signs. And if we are aware of them and if we've noticed them, there is a reason why. So this is it, you know, there's always signs. Like I say, white feathers and pennies are massive ones that I get all the time. So this is saying that Spirit is confirming that you are on the right path and that you are going in the right direction as well. So like I say, keep your ears, you know, and your eyes open over the next couple of days, because somebody might just say something that has got nothing to do with your situation, but it will give you the answer that you have been asking for as well. So like I say, Spirit are replying to you, and that reply is favourable, that reply is good. They're trying to give you encouragement here. And like I say, you know, this could be somebody who you actually meet, somebody who comes into your life, you know, and they could have a message for you, or they could be your guide that is taking you on a different direction. But it's positive that the connections that are here at the moment, if we have a look, that bottle is filled with stars and hearts, and this is about love and wishes coming true as well, you know. So be the receiver, be open to messages at the moment, you know, because Spirit want you to know they are guiding you, you know, when you are being brave here. only good will come from whatever changes you are going through at the moment, you know. There's nothing wrong in this. If we have a look, them sort of sea plants or whatever look quite like feathers, don't they, as well? And this is a sign that spirit are there for you as well. And you don't have to try too hard. This has just reminded me, a message in a bottle. There's a great friend of mine, and I love the way his brain works. And he said to me one day, he said, you know, Tanya, if you imagine that there is a message in a bottle on a lake and you want that message and you keep swimming out to get it, but every time you're swimming out to get it, you're pushing that message further away. He said, just sit back on the shoreline, you know, and the tide will eventually bring that message to you, bring that bottle to you. And this is it. We don't have to chase things too much. You know, if we have a desired destination in our mind, and we're going after that, sometimes we can actually push that away. So this is why I'm saying just trust and surrender. Yes, make the moves and start making the moves in the direction you want to go. But don't try and grasp anything. You know, if we grasp, we could push it away. You know, this is a time of relaxing, of trusting our gut, of following the signs and knowing that that will get us where we need to be, or it will bring whoever we need to have into our life. You know, we just need to recognize this when it happens. Okay? So I hope that made sense. That all got really complicated towards the end there. I'm like, is that even making sense? The way they're speaking to me. But there's blue skies ahead. This is it, you know, the clouds are parting. This is beautiful. The sea there, this is healing. There is a time of renewal, of cleansing, of healing, of feeling free as well, you know. This is a time of victory, absolute victory for you, you know. Absolute victory. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. We may not be able to change the world, but we can change our world, they've just said there. I don't know why that, I don't know what that means. Right, we may not be able to change the world, but we can change our world. Well, that's lush. Right, and the card that's just flew out here is patience. I love this card because it looks a bit like Jesus, and I always think Jesus is really hot. I got stopped in the street the other day. I got stopped off this guy, and he gave me a flyer, and he told me that Jesus was coming back and that I was a sinner. And I had to have the sinner's prayer, and that I was destined for a life of judgment and damnation. And I said, I hope he looks as hot as what he does in his pictures. But anyway, there's Jesus, and this is patience, you know, and look at that, it's such a beautiful image. And it says, you are entering a time of great love and peace. Be patient and allow the current storm to clear. Resurrection, no more wounds, only love is predicted for your future. And that is it. That is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm getting, you know. There's love, there's peace, you know. There's someone is going to stay. I don't know what that means. That's what they've just said there, you know. It's like stay, yeah, go the distance. I don't know if that makes sense to any of you. But yeah, these are wonderful, wonderful cards, and this is just the beginning. There is so much more to come. There is love, there is peace, there is safety, there is meaning, you know. Just believe that there is, and it will come to you. So fantastic messages today. I love them. Please let me know if you did too. If anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. The link is below there. Bear in mind this week is pretty full already, so there are only emergency readings. I think there's a couple of proper readings left for Thursday, but apart from that, they're just emergencies, you know. But please get in touch with me beforehand to check availability rather than just paying for an emergency reading. Okay, so have an absolutely fabulous day, and just be brave, you know. Be brave, because you will. Bravery is always rewarded as well. Okay, sat now.